Limiting saturated fats. The US Dietary Guidelines 2025 to 2030 says eat real food, but it also says limit saturated fat to or less than 10% of total energy. What it means, why 10%, how to achieve it. Explained simply. Compiled by Dr. Siva Navaratnam and ChatGPT, my educational partner. Today, we look at what the US Dietary Guidelines mean when they say to keep saturated fat to about 10% of your daily calories. We'll explain what the number means, why it matters, and how to achieve it using real, everyday foods. This is a simple, practical guide to help you to eat safely and wisely. Saturated fats are found mainly in animal foods and in a few tropical oils. Common examples are butter, ghee, cheese, cream, fatty meats, coconut oil, and palm oil. They're usually solid at room temperature. In many people, eating too much saturated fats can raise LDL, often called the bad cholesterol. As saturated fat intake goes up, LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol, usually goes up as well. At first, the rise is slow, but after a point, it can increase more steeply. The goal is to stay below this steep rise zone by keeping saturated fats around or below 10% of daily calories. Some heart organizations suggest keeping saturated fat below 7% for the lowest LDL risk. But for many people, especially with traditional diets, this is hard to maintain. So 10% was chosen as a practical target for the whole population. It is low enough to reduce risk, but still achievable for most cultures. Keep saturated fats to about 10% of your daily calories. Focus on getting your fats from real whole foods like meat, dairy, nuts, seeds, olives, seafood, and avocados rather than from ultra-processed foods. Thank you for watching.